Hi, Sagittarius. Hope this day finds you well. All is well, gang, gang. Oh, so the energy is very interesting because this is about the energy you're going to be looking towards this week, right? Now the North Node is here, and that always pushes us towards our goals and our destiny. What it is that we're supposed to do for ourselves. And it does really feel like you're thinking along those lines, like it's finally starting to seem like it's your time. you know uh, just that this time isn't for someone else. It's your time to push yourself forward. And this may like really come out more or less. It does feel like it's possible that there may be, I don't know if there's like an argument or a discussion, an emotional conversation, uh, where, you express that it's time for you. It's like I've been there for everyone else. It's time for me now. That's waves of emotion, and it's your time. And especially with the North Node, that's how we push ourselves forward. So the work it seems that you're doing towards this is you're letting the past go. Five of Cups. What's always really, and what's interesting about this deck, that most of the time with the Five of Cups, there's 2 cups that are still turned up and 3 cups that are turned down. In this case, there's 3 up, 2 down. And, you know, maybe you just had to deal with things that didn't work out, the grief of them, or grief in general, letting things go. And now it's like, I do feel like you're ready to push yourself forward. But there's a sense with the Seven of Pentacles. What does that look like? You're not really sure yet. Like, there's going to be a pivot, which is a slight change of direction for you, but you don't really know what that is. And that's okay. With the Seven of Pentacles, I don't feel like we're suffering, because things are about to be reborn. It's the quiet before that happens, and looking at, and I also feel like you may be looking at the past a little different, with the Five of Cups. Sometimes we really punish ourselves, for wrong turns or poor decision making, whatever it is. We tend to overly blame ourselves. And so you may be taking this more as like a growing lesson than anything else. I mean, I just feel like you may be seeing the past differently, and it will really help. Instead of seeing failure, it's like seeing with the Seven of Pentacles, what you've accomplished. And when the North Node is all about the self, what you've learned about yourself is more valuable than, really any success here. So, I mean, it does feel like there's a lot of thinking going on over things that didn't exactly go right, like things that kind of fell apart. And I don't feel like you're letting that slow you down. I mean, the the Four of Swords, upon reflection, the Tower and the Devil, these changes were needed, and whatever was taken away was needed to be taken away in order for you to pursue what it is you need to pursue going forward. And you may also, have been really quiet about how you feel about being able to or not being able to pursue what it is you want, for things to be about you and, not about everyone else. Because it just seems like a way of life that has needed to change, because there was not a lot of you in it. What about what Sag wants? When it, and I do feel like this, and it may come out like, and that may be what makes it emotional, like how it's just finally time for you. And there's a sense about that. You've given this a lot of thought, and that's why you may also be like taking obligations from your plate, and because the Devil is about the things that we're bound to, and the Tower is just blowing it all up. So definitely something is blowing up so that you can have what you desire, Sagittarius. And maybe that is like overly doing for others. Who knows? In terms of career this week, it looks like there's something turning in your favor, definitely money-wise, because choices is here, which is opportunities. There's an opportunity coming in that offers more money. Or if it's like, ultimately, it's like whatever you decide, you get more money. So if you decide to, like, if it's a new job that pays more, or if it's, you consider an opportunity, but then you get a raise at your job because they don't want you to leave. That type of thing. The Strength card is here with the Ten of Pentacles. Like, it's what you've been working towards. And it's just, there's courage needed here. So maybe that's moving forward to something new, Let's take a look and see why is Strength here. The High Priestess. Trusting your instincts about what you should do here. About an opportunity. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. And you don't need more information because you already know. That's what the High Priestess tells us, In terms of relationships, you may be going over your relationships. You may be abandoning them altogether, but I can tell you that, like, nurture is here with individuality. The people in your life that are stifling you, and that can also be like being possessive, being jealous, wanting, because Sagittarius needs freedom in their relationships. And if you feel as if your freedom is being stifled, it's not going to be a happy relationship for you. That's how it is. And it's like Page of Wands, Three of Wands, Two of Pentacles. There may be some relationships in your life that you're thinking hard about. Like if they are like not supporting who you really are, or people trying to stifle you or strangle your freedom. I don't feel like it's an easy decision, but you know, you want new adventures, you want to try new things, you want, to explore with the Three of Wands, and there may be some relationships in your life that you feel are holding you back from that. And so that is going to be on your mind. For sure, Sagittarius. Interesting reading. Because it feels like at the end of the day, like you're really thinking about yourself and things are starting to line up where you could do things for yourself. So I do feel like that is something that is really at the top of your head this week. So what is supporting Sagittarius this week? What is supporting Sagittarius? Ooh, Justice. There's a decision being made. About a lack of money and or support. Tell me more. Oh, the Lovers. Six of Swords, the King of Cups. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. It feels like for some you may be ending something, ended. Like a relationship or a marriage ended because they made some decision that maybe wasn't a great one. Or there was a decision to end this that you might actually be thinking about. And if you are, you're moving straight into something else. With someone who actually is less about work and more about, they're more open emotionally. So for some people, you may have a decision to make between two people. And one of those people may be someone you ended a relationship with because you felt like it wasn't meeting your needs. Okay. Look, I just, deliver the news. So, let's get a mindful message. What is the mindful message for Sagittarius? Mindful message. Intentions. Today is a fresh start. No matter how my day was yesterday, I can make of today whatever I want. My intention for the day, write your intention and tape this card between your door so you may remember as you leave your house. So it's kind of like setting an intention for the day and writing it down and keeping it somewhere where you will see it so that you'll do, so to speak. So what's the inspiration for Sagittarius today? Inspiration. What's the inspiration for Sagittarius today? Jeez. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Who or what is triggering you? So it's kind of saying that if you want to attract a new life to you, you have to project that. You know, act as if, so to speak. Okay, I got you. So that's what I have for you today, Sagittarius. I hope this really helps. Toodles.